I'm glad you've joined me for this new devotional series, The Cross 238. And today I want to begin by looking at answering the question, what happened on the cross? We know Jesus died, but why did he die? I think most of us will say Jesus died because of sin. We know Romans 3:23 says the wages of sin are death. But why are the wages of sin death? Who made that rule? Who decided that? Maybe at the Garden of Eden you think that was what they said, eat of the fruit and you'll die, but then they didn't die. But then later on in life, Adam and Eve did die after hundreds of years. So there's just these why questions about what's going on. Why did Jesus, who was perfect, need to die? And so there are a lot of explanations. The one that I think most people know, and perhaps it's been taught the longest in recent times, is, even though we don't know the name, it's a long name, so hang with me, is penal substitutionary atonement. And so that first word means that it's a punishment. Penal means punishment. And so Jesus was punished for us. If the wages of sin are death, death is the punishment of God against humans who have sinned, who have gone against him, then Jesus was punished for us. Substitutionary means in our place, and atonement means that because Jesus was substituted in punishment for us, then we can be reconciled to God. And so that's pretty standard. And there are some verses that I just want to read that explain this, that clarify this for us. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. God made him, Jesus, who had no sin, to be sin for us. He himself, 1 Peter 2:24 says, he himself, Jesus, bore our sins in his body, bore our sins in his body. And then Colossians 2:13 and 14 says, he forgave us all our sins, having cancelled the charge of our legal indebtedness, which stood against us and condemned us. He has taken it away, nailing it to the cross. And so those verses say that Jesus, our sins were placed on Jesus. And so that seems pretty straightforward in a sense, and it's very familiar. And I just want to get this out there and say this is a great way of viewing what happened on the cross. But maybe you didn't know. It's not the only way. And that's what we'll look at in the future. Thanks be to God for his goodness and his grace.